Hi everyone, Lensman Oz here. Welcome to episode 11 of our Space Astronomy multiplayer series. Say hello everyone.
Hi. Hey. Hi.
Alright, so what didn't we hand in last episode, Dragon? We didn't hand in one of your quests you've been working on.
Oh yeah.
The Advanced Inscriber one. Craft an Advanced Inscriber. So, the Advanced Inscriber is an add-on for AE. It's from AE2 stuff, that's the pattern there. So we can hand this one in. We're going to get some processors for it. And we'll give them to Dragon because she's the one doing it. There you go. All yours. So what are you working on today?
Shell constructor.
I see you have one in your hand.
Yep.
They take lots of power.
Yep, that's why I have a treadmill with a pig on it.
Well, that's probably not going to be enough. You might want to use this lava generator at some point too. Maybe we can get you another ender tank connected up. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I'm looking at one of the quests and it says automatic disassembler. I don't get it.
The atomic disassembler?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an awesome tool. We'll get to that soon. We're getting along the lines of the machines we need to make it. But it'll definitely be cool. It's better than this thing. This Vajra that I'm holding at the moment. But yeah, we'll definitely have to get to it because it has some features that'll come in handy. Now it's becoming nighttime. It's becoming nighttime now, so someone want to sleep, or do we want to just, I don't know, I'll sleep.
Okay.
Someone else needs to though, remember it's 2 people. So what I want to work on in this episode is, firstly I'll show you, I said in the last episode that I was going to do a bit more of the logistics pipes. I have done a bit of that, and I want to get into Mekanism Ore Tripling. So here's the advanced inscriber that Dragon made, sitting up here waiting for use. These are pretty cool because in the regular AE inscribers you can only put one of each item, but this one you can put a stack in. And you can lock it to only a particular item, which is cool. Now, okay, you can see a fair bit in the wall here has changed. So in here we've still got just the quick sort module. That will probably get changed to a, let's see, one of these extractors, but probably the Mark II, maybe even a Mark III, because they're a lot faster. What I've got in here is it's automatically pulling ore, except for uranium, it doesn't need to go there. It's pulling ore out and sorting it. So it sorts it up to here. Whoops. So in this chassis here I've got an ore dictionary card, which I've programmed in a bunch of different ores. And I ran out of space, so tin's in this one. And when I find some that don't work, I add it to the listing. But that will basically, any ore that goes in here, it moves it out and puts it up into this chest. So I can show you with this silver here. Throw that in. Actually, let's put it at the bottom so that the little bracket thing will get down to it. As soon as it sees it, it should pull it out, and you'll see it swing through the pipes here. Now, if you follow the comments, you saw the last episode, you realise that I used basic logistics pipes everywhere. It's not really required, it's only required on an intersection. So anywhere where there's a choice for something to go a different direction is where you need a logistics pipe. You can see here these are all chassis and they're running through. I was going to put some covers, some pipe plugs in, but I mean it doesn't seem to be causing any loops yet, but possibly might in the future. So I could probably change this one to a gold pipe and a few others there. And I haven't finished fixing the pipe that heads downstairs. But down here, I've started putting some chests for particular items. So in this one here, it's a mod-based item sync. So I've added Reactorcraft, Electrocraft, and Chromatocraft into this card. So any item from those mods should end up in this chest. So you can see here, these are all Chromatocraft, this is Electrocraft, this is Reactorcraft. So I'll probably add a few more of the Raker mods to this one chest here so that all the items I need are going to be in the one chest. This one here has a polymorphic item sync. So what that does is it looks in the chest, or it looks in the attached inventory. And anything that's in that inventory now, which I'm not sure why there's bronze in here, but anything in that inventory, when it finds one of those items, it will route it down to here. Then these ones aren't connected yet, but I do plan on having a bunch more chests here. And continuing the same idea, maybe mod based, or I might put an IC2 or Buildcraft into the card here, and it'll sort those items down. What are you doing, Dragon?
I need help setting up power to that sink constructor.
You either put your treadmill right next to it.
It is right next to it. The peg got away.
The pig got away. So you want to run power with perhaps these wires or something, maybe?
Okay.
What we might be able to do is hook up to the cable that runs across here from the windmill. Will that be enough power, or do you want to run power from downstairs somehow?
I think it'll work.
Because we can probably redirect that over to your house instead. I don't really need it going downstairs anymore.
It's over here, really.
Let's grab these. Alright, let's see what we can do. And then I'll need to get into doing...
Dad, how do you make a lever again? I forgot.
Stick on top of cobblestone, buddy. Oop.
I got it.
Let's see here. Connect up some wires. And then where do you need it? Probably need to make an energy cell. They will need power. So I wonder if I can put this on here.
Mommy, give me back my leather.
Is that going to work?
Leather. Give it back. Mommy, give it back.
I don't know.
Give me back my leather.
Well, it's going somewhere. Is it working?
Build progress isn't working.
Not sure how the power gets into it at the moment. So we'll look into it in just a second. I might have to get an energy cell here. Alright, I'm going to check what's going on here and be right back. We're back. Dragon found a pig and got it onto the treadmill. But I've also got an energy cell here. I'm not sure if it's helping, but the progress is definitely going up. Who stood in there?
Me.
So this will be a clone of you.
You right click it. You right click it in it. Mixer.
Yeah, well
Of you.
it has to have a redstone signal, this as well. It's got to have a constant one. And then you can actually...
Back. Never. Now.
I got one. I think they turned it green. Yep, see the little red light in the corner? Green light. There you go. That's your clone. So when you die, you can actually... Well, actually, you can walk in there now, and you should be able to change to that body. See ya.
So psychedelic.
Yep, but all your stuff is still in that other one.
Yup.
Oh, Manx, you shouldn't have done that, buddy.
I don't have another cell storage.
No, he shouldn't have done that. Oh well, you're going to have to make one.
I don't have an emerald.
Guess we'll have to go mining.
It's staying in there. It's staying in there. You do
Alright,
realize that,
I need to
right?
get on to ore tripling. things to do. So I've made myself a clipboard up here. And this has all the list of things that we're going to need to make. So we're going to need to make a purification chamber, a crusher, an enrichment chamber, which we already have, electrolytic separator, gas burning generator is not needed, but it'll be part of the system once we get it going. So purification chamber. Spelling. So purification chamber requires 4 enriched alloy, rich redstone and iron. I've got some cooking up. 2 osmium. 2 of these advanced circuits. So they are a regular circuit with redstone, glowstone and lapis. So regular circuits, not that one. That one is just the osmium and the redstone. And then an enrichment chamber. So I'll need another one. But yeah, they're fairly simple. Bit of steel, osmium, redstone, iron, some more of those chips. The other thing we're going to need from our list is the crusher. So crusher is another simple machine, 2 buckets of lava, steel casing, some redstone and 2 of those circuits. And the electrolytic separator. I think, which is iron, redstone, some of these enriched alloy, a bit of osmium and gold dust. So what I might do is I'll get these things together that we're going to need, and once I've got the machines I will come back. I'll probably make some of the mechanism pipes, or maybe even, I wonder if I can use Ender IO. That'd be interesting. I wouldn't mind running the pipework back here, you know, this sort of style where I can double up, and so I'll see how I go. I don't know if I can do it with the gases, but I might be able to do it with everything else. So I'll get myself organized. I'm going to be redoing this area here. So I'll probably be taking these machines out, moving the chest, and I'll put the 4 machines along here somewhere. And once I've done that, I'll be back. Alright, so we've made a bunch of stuff here. I've made the crusher. I've just moved the enrichment chamber out of the way. I've got a purification chamber. Where's my little list? Let's see here. So on my list, I've made the purification chamber, I've made a crusher, electrolytic separator's made, that's in my inventory, and so is the gas burning generator. So I can go back up there for now. So first thing I'm going to do is, the way the purification chamber works is it requires a gas, which is generally oxygen. You can use flint, I believe, as well, but what we're going to do is we're going to set up the separator to turn water into oxygen and hydrogen. The way we're going to do that is I'm going to put, my idea is to put the smelter here.
Did you want this?
What else do I need for that? I need the purification chamber. That needs to go there. And then in front of that one will be the crusher. He'll go here, and then this enrichment chamber will go in this spot here. So right behind that, I've got this reservoir, which is an Ender IO reservoir. This thing here. And that's made with glass down the sides, fused quartz, and these 2 blocks, and then a cauldron in the middle. So fused quartz is just nether quartz in an alloy smelter. And it makes this reservoir. And the cool thing about this is you can right click it with a wrench and it puts it on auto eject mode. So I did make an aqueous accumulator and then went, oh, hang on, let's use the reservoir. So I can put 2 buckets of water in here, and you'll see it'll fill up. It's basically an infinite water pool now with auto push. So if I take this separator and put him, I think it's this way, I may have to turn it around yet. Got to remember. I'll put him here, and then if I grab this guy, put him here. No, what have I done wrong? No, it was purification chamber that needs to go there. Whoops, wrong way around. Purification.
They look the same, but
Yeah, they do look the same. So this one now has here, it's got oxygen, 210 oxygen in this little middle piece, which means that this is pushing, it's separating hydrogen and oxygen. This will stop if the hydrogen fills up. So this is why we're going to use the generator. And what the generator does, as you can hear it, noisy thing, is it takes hydrogen in, so this is making hydrogen, and turns it into power. So that will just supplement our power system a little. I still need to get power underneath this machine now, because of the way I've got this set up. So we'll just, I'll run some power under here, I think. Wasn't really planning on running this, but this is just what it's going to end up being. I think this will work.
I need a cardboard box.
There should be a spare one around. I'll need a little bit more of this cable. Wonder if these two can connect together. I think I found they don't. Yeah, they don't. I will eventually change all this cable over to being energy conduit, probably the next tier of energy conduit, coming out of here and joining all this stuff together. So I need some more aluminium wire, which means I'm going to need some wool. What have we got around here? Let's see, I've got plenty of aluminium. There's 3 of them. We'll just duck up and grab 2 wool here. Actually, there was some string. Let's see what else is around. I'll just go outside. Let's see, here's some wool and a loot. Crafting table. That should be enough for now. While I'm here, I'll take this down with me just in case I do need to make some more. We should be able to run here. Let's see. Oops. Alright, so they should all be hooked up. That should be getting power. This has got oxygen. I think we're good. So all I need to do, oh, even lined it up well. All I need to do now is configure some sides here. So it's a bit hard to see, but that does say output dark blue. So I can just hit auto eject. And what that'll do is when this is finished processing, it'll push to this direction. If we open this one up, we set this to red. So for input is red. And we turn on auto eject, output's blue. Same with all of these, input red, output blue. And again, input red, output blue. So what we can, for the moment, do... So I was going to put the hopper on here, but I'll... Let's see here. Hoppers are slow. The computer's decided to start having some issues, I think. Oh yeah. It's decided I want to take up all your speed. I have no idea what's using it. Weird. Windows. That's all I can say is Windows. There's another item node, so that's fine. We'll use this. So let's put this on here. Right, so that should now pull out items from the chest above. And I can put some speed upgrades on there if this does get faster, because these can all handle speed upgrades. So what that does is it turns it into 3 clumps per ore. And then the crusher crushes it down. Each one turns into I think it's 1 or 2 dust here. But the effect at the end is 3 times. So you put in 1 ore, so there was two lead that went in. And we should end up with 6 lead at the end. So we'll just let this run through. And this should be there processing away. Oxygen's alright. Hydrogen will be pumping into here. Yep, it's got a bit. It's got some power in it. Hopefully it's... I wonder if I can charge this in here. Oh, I can. So if I do need to draw some power out of there quickly, I'll just go and use that and charge it up. Let's see. We're at 4. Still 1 in there. We're already into the iron. 5, 6. I'll sleep because Jamerella has. Now we had a bit of an issue. You might have seen in the chat there. Had an issue where I've had to roll back the game a couple of minutes in between the break there, and one of Dragon's shell storages miraculously disappeared with her body in it. So I'm not sure what happened there. I don't ask questions. I've just rolled it back and got her a new body.
Actually a lever switch.
Oh, you think
got
someone
turned off.
someone switched the lever?
Yeah,
Yes.
and it utterly destroyed it. I tested it out a few times.
Well,
Was that me?
let's not hit levers, people. All right. So yeah, you can see here we now have the 6 lead. So that's tripling the ores going in. So we can now, let's see if I can squeeze in here and get this transfer node on the right block. No, can't squeeze in there. Damn. Wonder if I can sneak through. Oh, I might be able to do it. Yes. Alright, so that's now pulling out, putting it into here. And there's the lead there. So it should now sort her out into the chest, into the cache I should say. Awesome. It's one thing that needed to happen because, I mean, okay, we've got the quarry running and it's doing pretty good. It's got a bit of a gold thing happening at the moment. What's going on there? One of the kids might have thrown some stuff in there. Sorry about that. So I still need to make a cache for ferrous. And I'm going to make a chest that has miscellaneous metals in it. I think miscellaneous, like the steel and electrum and that sort of stuff. So these are all your main ores that are going to come out, minus ferrous. And I'll make one that can handle electrum and invar and a few other bits and pieces. That way it doesn't get... I don't think we're going to need a cache for it. I just think it'll just need a miscellaneous chest. So... I've got a bit more work to do. I'm going to put, as I said earlier, I'm going to put some more chests in here. Probably can almost double stack them actually. Should work. See how we go. See what we need. There's sorting required. So the other thing I was going to do in this episode, and Jamerella's been busy making a magma crucible, and I think she's going to make one other thing when she gets a moment. Oh, I've also made an ender pouch just so I can actually dump items straight into the system. You see the ender chest up here opened up. So if I want to get rid of something out of my inventory, I can just throw it in there and it'll make its way into this chest. Nice and easy. Okay, so what I wanted to do was something that was suggested in the comments, which was to upgrade this request logistics pipe to a request table, I think it's called. This one here. So I need a soldering station to do that. There's achievements going off all over the place. So the soldering station is a crafting table, redstone, and 6 iron. So let's see what we got. 6 iron. Oh, I got rid of my redstone. Grab some redstone. And I'm going to need some wood. Should be up here, I think. So let's craft this up.
Chickens everywhere.
Chickens everywhere? We're being invaded.
Yep.
Okay, so that's
It's
a soldering
Jamerella's
station.
fault.
I wouldn't expect any less.
She has pet chickens, they multiply.
Wasn't sure. This probably needs power, doesn't it? Let's see. What's in here? Any power? Not sure. Okay, so to make the request, I'm going to need a
She's
request
underground.
logistics pipe Mark II. So that's a diamond chipset and a request pipe. I'm going to need 2 diamond chipsets and a crafting logistics pipe Mark II. Alright, so I'll grab these bits and pieces and we'll do this last thing before we wrap up the episode. Back in a tick. Alright, so I have the materials I require. The iron in here. I'm hoping. I've never used this before, so I'm hoping I get this right. They go there, that. Right, or do I need a soldering iron? I think I might need a soldering iron. Hopefully they don't eject everywhere. Soldering. No? Am I missing something?
Bye, bud.
Alright, I'm gonna have to check out what I'm doing here. And I'll be back. Silly me. It seems the soldering station needs to be connected to a logistics system. I believe. Let's see if this works. Hopefully I've got it right this time.
Can't ask us. We haven't been playing Minecraft for too long.
Oh, there we go. Yay! So it obviously pulls the power from the logistics system and uses that for what's required. Alright, so this is the logistics request table. So it's kind of like the request pipe, but this one's pretty cool because it's got a crafting table up here as well. So if you want to craft something particular, let's say for example, I think I can request, let's just request 2 bits of cobble. That should come up into here and we should be able to actually request something here. And I'm not sure if I can say, yep, I've hit the plus thing there and it's added it up here. There we go. So I just clicked that and it's used the inventory down here to make it and put it down here. So I can't just click it now because I've only got 2 cobblestone in there. But if I wanted to make another one, I could hit this button and it would bring up the cobble required, all the items required, I guess, for that, and then I could make it. I believe this does the same. So it requests just what is required to fill the order. So this one here requested 8. This one requested just what was missing. that's pretty cool. So that allows you to use... Okay. That allows you to use anything in the logistics system. Fireworks going off. To craft. And then I can take that out of there, and if I want to get rid of this, I think I can... No, I should be able to send it back somehow.
There's fireworks in my house!
I think that sends it back. Putting it back in here. So I should be able to put redstone, and that should have... There it goes, down to the chest. So yeah, when you want to get rid of something, throw it back in here, and away it goes. Simple! Alright, so that was a fairly long amount of time to get an episode done, but
We apologise.
yeah, there was just a lot of work to do in between, and then we all had to go out, so it's a bit of a broken recording session here. But
Very cool.
yes. Yes, we took the kids to go and see Zootopia. It was definitely fun.
Wesselton.
It was fun, wasn't it, kids?
Weaselton
Yeah.
Wesselton.
It's a really good cinema too.
Yep, it was good cinema. Nice reclining seats.
Recliners. And we weren't.
Alright, so that was fairly productive. We've got triple ore, 3 times ore processing here. It's all automatically sorting into the system. Dragon's figured out cloning. We've got a little bit more work on the logistics pipe system, so we can now craft and request items using this table. And yeah, so I'll do a little bit more on the logistics system between episodes, and we'll write another list of stuff to do in the next episode. If you have suggestions, please put them in the comments below and we'll add them to a list. I think I'll start should be able to clear this list out now. We'll start a new list, and we'll go through stuff that we want to get done. And Dragon started her own list now of stuff that she needs to get made. I think she's going to make a few more sink shell. What are you going to make? Not the constructors, just the actual housing ones, aren't you?
Yeah, enough for all of us. 2 each.
Yep. And you'll have to power all
Which
that.
means 13 emeralds.
Yeah, well, you need to go mining. Hopefully, eventually. Well, yeah, no, the quarry will get down there. It's I think it's on about level 3 now. The big quarry. Oops, go down one more level. It's been doing alright. Sending across nice amounts of materials for us. Oops. So yeah, it's definitely flowing along. The lava generator's helped. It's moving quite quickly. So you can see the Buildcraft quarry is getting fairly... What are we down to down here? Let's see. Down, what, 56, so from 80. So it's doing pretty good. This one's only done 3 levels, but it's also 4 times the size. No, it's more than that. It's huge. And we're getting lots of salt. I had to put another deep storage unit for the salt that's coming out of this area. That's diorite. There's a lot of quarried stone. We were getting big chunks of salt. But yeah. So thank you everyone for watching, and as I said before, comments in the section below. Feel free to give us direction, I guess we'll call it. What was that?
Music downstairs.
Music? What's music? Oh my gosh. Alright. With that interesting musical interlude, we'll call this the end of the episode. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, 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 bye.
See you later, everyone.